Turn the lights up. Turn the mics on. Welcome to SFL Nights. Studio lights and the microphones live. Studio lights and the microphones live. Simulation football, yeah, the whole league crowd. From kickoff dreams to the final drive. Every story told when the spotlight arrives. Breaking down game, fucking wins and takes. Big time moments, clutch time breaks. From rookies to vets, everybody relate. If you live in SFL, then you're tuned in today. Highlights rolling, hot takes cooking. Behind the scenes while the league keeps moving. From Dame Bland's geek to laugh forgets. AJ bring the energy, she bring the bets. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Turn it on loud. Bo hiring higher. Football talk. So food, so fire. Guest in the building, holy inspire. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Prime time vibes and competitive fire. Simulation star. League wide chatter. If it's SFL life, it don't get better. Draft day hopes and playoff runs like a boom stories. Buzzer beater wins, breaking down dive. Calling big time plays every episode. Got that game day hate. Trying new flavors, rating the bites. Food on the table with league insight. Owners the players all sharing the mic. Every cowboy real every single night. For real moon, talking fear and reactions. League wide love with real connections. If you bid in SFL, you already family. It's more than a podcast. It's community. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Turn it up loud. Go higher and higher. Football talk. So food, so fire. Guest in the building, whole league inspires. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Prime time vibes and competitive fights. Simulations go. And league watch chatter. It's SFL life, it don't get better. Mic checks ready, cameras roll. Every story matter, every voice go. From coast to coast, every squad unite. SFL family every night. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. SFL Nights with AJ Striker. SFL Nights. Yeah. Turn the lights on. Yeah. Turn the mics on. Yeah. Turn the lights up. Turn the mics on. Welcome to SFL Nights.
What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? And welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today or tonight or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. I really appreciate it, y'all. And I am here tonight with a couple good guests. Of course, you've seen them around the league, and so sure, one way or the other. I have Mrs. Skippy Palmer coming on the show tonight, as well as Mr. Goose Busters. Goose is from Miami Stingrays, representing the Miami Stingrays, and Skippy will be representing the Carolina Skyhawks. Inviting them on tonight, they're going to tell us kind of what's going on. You know, they're a member of two teams that aren't really doing as hot, you know, so it's good to hear from the other side, you know, because you can always speculate what's going on, right? But it's different when you can actually talk to people that's involved within the organization and be able to tell you what's up for real. But before we bring Goose and Skippy on, actually I'm going to have Goose on first. Then I'm going to bring Skippy on after. We're going to do my Miami Stingray shock drink, which basically consists of, imagine like a rum punch with a little bit of kick. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But first, we're going to go over 2 different weeks. I'm only going to do the game scores. We're just going to do a quick review. I believe Eddie and Brett did a fantastic job for the Streets Are Talking and going over games for week 13 in detail, so I don't have to. And, of course, week 14 is actually taking place right now. We've had games on Friday and Saturday with one more to go on Monday. So I'm going to give you the rundown on all of those before we bring on our guests. So let's go ahead and change this banner over. Quick review of weeks 13 and 14. Now, I don't believe I was able to give you guys my rundown for week 13 because the last show I did, I decided that I was going to put that off until Thursday, but then things got pushed to Sunday, so it's been a whole thing. So I'm gonna get you caught up, especially with my radio listeners. All right. All right. So first up, back up to week 12. I actually got 6 right and 3 wrong that week for those. I don't think I put up how the results of that one. So April 17th began week 13. As you can see up top, I did choose Houston, Pittsburgh, Fort Worth, Mexico City, Vancouver, Carolina, Birmingham, Louisiana, Lord, LA, and Arizona to win their respective games. So how did it all shake out? Houston took on Detroit, and Detroit went on winning 30-14 in a big way. Chicago battled Pittsburgh Riverhawks, where Pittsburgh went on to win 31-21. Albuquerque battled Fort Worth Toros, where Albuquerque went on to win that game 23-20. Miami took on Mexico City Aztecs, and Mexico City won 48-17. Florida Storm battled the Vancouver Legion, and Vancouver wins 27-17. Carolina went on to take on OKC, and OKC wins 35-17. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was kind of surprised about that. Skippy, you're gonna have some explaining to do, baby. Lexington battled LA, where Lexington went on to win that game 23-17. And lastly, Minnesota took on the Arizona Scorpions at home, and Arizona wins 28-14, which means for week 13, I got 4 right, 5 wrong. All right. So skip on to week 14, which is now in effect. So Friday, we had games taking place. I chose, let me go ahead and get that up. And I see you in the chat. Let me see who this is. What's going on, Goose? Gets no secrets from me. I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Let's see here. All right, so here are my picks for week 14. Now, if you're a part of the Striker Night server, I always put my picks per week, and whether I got them, how many I got wrong and how many I got right in the server. So I kind of keep everybody up to date with that. And if you want to join the Striker Night server, just DM me. I'll make sure you get the link to that server. But waiting for my notes to come up, y'all. All right. So week 14 started on Friday, as I was saying. I did choose DC, Minnesota, Fort Worth, Albuquerque, Florida, Anchorage, Chicago, Vancouver, and Houston to win their respective games. So DC took on Detroit. DC took on Detroit, and Detroit wound up winning 23-20. They have been on a roll, I think, with Ellie and JW and T-Pad and Williams. They're all working together on these books. They have definitely put together a great game plan. So good job on y'all, man. I'm telling you. Minnesota took on Lexington, where Minnesota went on to win that game 20-13. Fort Worth Toros took on Carolina, where Carolina, man, I'm telling you, Fort Worth went on to win 28-24. But Carolina had a chance, man. I mean, I was rooting for y'all. I really was, but almost, man, almost. Miami took on Florida, where Florida came out victorious 37-10. Birmingham Hellhounds took on the Anchorage Wolves, where this, I'm going to be honest, kind of surprised me. Birmingham wins 30-14. They put up 30 on them. I'm not used to that. So Anchorage, Brian, normally he was supposed to be on the show Thursday, but we have to get our schedules realigned again. But he has some extended to do on that one. Washington took on Chicago, and this was kind of a surprise. I actually chose Chicago to win this game, but it was a surprise. Chicago wins 37-20. It was just the particular matchup, and with Chicago being at home, I figured they had a slight edge over Washington, and they did. Vancouver took on LA. This was surprising. No shots to LA, but LA went on to win 27-10. Hey, any given sim day, Vancouver is usually the one that's scoring 44 on people, and they just couldn't get it done this week against LA. So congratulations, LA. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for you guys that y'all got that win. So far this week, I have 5 rights and 3 wrong, with week 14's picks all together, I have guessed 74 games right and 43 games wrong all season long, with one more to go this week, which will be tomorrow. Houston Headhunters taking on the Bossier City Steamers, and I chose Houston to be victorious in that game. So we're gonna see. Is it gonna be 6-3? Is it gonna be 5-4? We'll know. We'll know tomorrow. All right. Now, on to one of the fun things that I love to do on the show now. I'm not sure if this is going to be something that I always continue, depending on if the fans like it and everything, if they like what they see. But the SFL Kitchen segment, before I start that, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm good now. Before I start that, though, if you are interested in finding out any more information about the league, if you want to know about the rosters, about the teams that are members of the SFL, more in-depth detail on how to even join the SFL, links to our shows like The Streets of Talking or my show or any other shows that you're interested in, visit simfl.net and watch the games on VFN on YouTube. You can catch it by typing in Simulation Football League. It still works that way, but it's going to come up VFN, all right? So on to the drink of the evening. I see one of my guests in the back, the beautiful Skippy. Good to see you, baby. I'll be with you in a second, lovey. So tonight's drink of the evening will be the Miami Stingray Shock. Now, this is my first time ever making this drink. It's going to be reminiscent of kind of like a mojito, because I didn't necessarily want to make just a straight up mojito, because I could have. And it probably would have been easier on the ingredients. Lord. So tonight we're going to be using blue curacao. Blue curacao. I have some Captain Morgan spice rum, and as I told y'all before, I'm really not a drinker, so I wasn't going to buy a whole like 700 milliliters of rum, and I'm not going to drink it all, right? So I got my airplane bottles, which is just enough for what I need. The recipe called for like mango passion fruit juice. I had some. We drank it. I thought we'd be able to replace it today. Didn't happen. So we're going with Arizona mango tea as well. I got my mint and limes, ice, and my Red Bull on deck as a topper. Now, I was advised by Goose to top the drink off after I've muddled after I've muddled everything together and shook it up. Pour it in the glass and top it off with the juice and the Red Bull. So I think I'm going to try it that way, because originally everything was supposed to be inside of my shaker, and then I kind of shake it up and then pour it in the glass. So if it don't come out right, Goose, it's cooked. Your goose is cooked. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with 6 to 8 mint leaves. I already got these already peeled off for us. Put them in the shaker. Then you're going to add your lime. I'm going to use a spoon to help break it up, because these limes were really hard to give it up, honey. I was trying my best. I tried rolling it before I cut it and everything. So I knew that this was going to be a task to get this lime juice out of here. So what you're going to do essentially is take the lime juice and the mint leaves, and you're going to muddle those together. Now, of course, if I was a real bartender, or if I was doing this on a regular, I will have a classic muddler, but I don't have that. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to use. It may be a little ghetto, but it's going to be effective. So I'm using a spoon to get all of the juice out. So the juice of one whole big lime. And I'm going to use my wooden spoon, y'all. I mean, hey, the muddle itself is wooden. All I got to do is just make sure the leaves and the juice are well incorporated. So is it not the same thing? Is this a little ghetto? Maybe, but it's going to work. Same way. So basically what you're doing is you're just muddling, kind of like rubbing the leaves and the juice against the side of the cup, just for people that don't know, just to kind of get all of the oils out of there and get all of that nice flavor incorporated into the juice, right? Got that in there. Now we're going to add the rum. So I know that 1.5 of these is 2 ounces. So we're going to add a whole one here. Captain Morgan. going to add half of this. A little bit more than half, but hey, you know, I don't have to work tomorrow morning, so, you know, I'll be just fine. So, got everything in here. I'm going to add my 1 ounce of blue curacao. Okay. Now, you're going to save this too because you're going to try to float some over the top. I'm going to show you. Add my ice cubes to the glass. To the strainer. Okay. Make sure this bad boy is on tight, because what you don't want to do is misjudge it and don't have this bad boy on tight. You're going to have a juice and color everywhere. You hear me? So, some people do all the fancy tricks. Not doing all that. Shake it up really well. Now, Goose, I'm taking your advice on this. Okay. Very well shaken. Got my glass here. Ice cubes. Now, sometimes people use like the little crushed ice. I'm a fan of the larger ice cubes because I like to kind of suck on my ice while I'm drinking my drink. You know, I'm getting my water intake, and plus I'm not getting drunk at the same time. All right, so what you're going to do, got my ice in here. You're going to take it, all your deliciousness, pour it inside. Okay. Top it off with your mango juice. Well, it's supposed to be mango passion fruit, but in this case, I got straight mango juice. Okay. Then the shock to it, Red Bull. All right. A little bit more lime and mint to it. Now that looks beautiful. Now, to me, it already looks like I don't need to put no more blue or curacao in there. So I feel like if I put a little bit more in there, it's going to turn it even more blue. Should I? Should I, y'all? Go ahead. Okay. All right. I love you, Skippy. All right. So apparently you're supposed to, now where's Goose when I need him? Now he was supposed to explain to me how to freaking put this over. I think he's supposed to turn the spoon on the backside and slowly drizzle it over. And it's supposed to stay up top. Ooh. Okay. Kinda. Not really. Hey, listen. It's gonna be delicious anyway. Got a little bit of extra liquor in there, so should be mighty tasty. I'm gonna get that floating thing right, y'all. I'm gonna have to keep practicing. But this is dedicated to the Miami Stingrays, the Miami Shock people. Cheers. Ooh. Ooh, that's good, but it's kind of sweet. So I can see you can see yourself like drinking it up real fast. So, hey, let me get another one. Then you drink that one real fast. Hey, let me get another one. Next thing you know, you can't walk. This is one of those type of drinks right here. It's not as sweet as I thought it would be. You do taste a little bit of that spice from the rum that's in it. The mango juice kind of thins out everything. I do taste the Red Bull, that kind of fizziness from the Red Bull. But overall, and then you taste the mint inside of it where I muddled the mint and then the extra sourness from the lime, the fresh lime juice I put in there. Actually very good, y'all. So I suggest y'all make one today. And be in chill mode like I'm going to be. We're going to hit you with the tunes for the next 2 minutes while I'm waiting for my guests to arrive. It looks like just waiting on Goose. Now, if Goose has not arrived by the time the music stops, then I'll just bring Skippy on because she's here first. All right. So we'll play it by ear. See y'all in a bit. What is going on? We started off like this, huh?
For fuck's sake.
First of all, you look great. That's first.
Thank you.
Except that damn green shirt you got on.
I want to ask you to tell me I got a nice fucking shirt.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And putting on, I was going to put on the specs just to make sure that I saw it correctly. Yep, you got that damn thing on. I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Green Bay all the way, baby.
Take that shit off and burn it. All right. What's going on, sweetheart? It's been a minute since you've been on the show. How you been?
Oh, my God. Life is crazy.
Indeed. Indeed, baby. Hopefully, things are looking up for you, though, in the, throughout the midst of the craziness, right?
Mm-hmm. Trying.
So
I don't drink, so I got me a guava. It says Ultra Vibe Guava. So
okay.
Cheers, bitch.
Cheers. Fucking cheers. So tell me, sweetheart. I want to know about you. Well, what you want to share personally. Like, what are some good things, positive things that's been going on with you since you've been on the show last? Before we get into all the team talk and everything.
Can't answer that right now, sir.
Hey, things are in the works. Things are in the making.
Listen, life has been fucking crazy. Okay. I don't really want to go into a whole bunch of it. I changed my name in the server for personal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Yeah, I don't want to get into it.
That's fine.
It's a lot. It's a
How's
lot.
baby Mia?
Oh my God, she's an angel.
Hey, see, that's kind of stuff we didn't have to talk about all the other stuff. How's my baby doing? She's so sweet, guys. If you ever get to a convention and you happen to meet her beautiful daughter Mia, she is like a bottle of sunshine. I swear. And I know she's probably about as tall as I am now.
She comes up to about here
Yeah.
on me standing up. She's tall.
Yeah.
She's short, but I'm short. I'm like 5 foot. She's tall.
Yeah, well. That means I got you by 2 inches, huh?
Hey, them 2 inches count, damn it.
Mm-hmm. Every inch matters, especially in football.
Oh, sure.
I knew you was going there. Curve. I should have said that either. I forgot who I was talking to. So,
did you put that warning up?
I did.
That's
I put
good.
that I have it in the description. So when we get ready to talk about that, it's already there. Lord have mercy. But so what's going on with Carolina, honey? I know that you were the GM for like 4-5 seasons over there.
4 or 5 seasons, yeah.
So
it's all due to personal reasons, you know. I wanted to take a step back, but I do really love our current GM. He is the tits, dude. If you have a chance to reach out to him, talk to him, do it. He's great. He knows his stuff. He's great with numbers. He knows what he's talking about. He's great.
So
Adam
let
Banks.
us know. Who? Adam Banks?
Adam Banks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude. He's been in the league for a minute too.
Mm-hmm.
So what I have noticed is that usually when people go to Carolina, they usually don't leave. It's one of those spots where you do have an interesting locker room. I'm not in it, but I know you, so I already know what it's about.
That's my home. I'm staying forever.
Right. So that's what I wanted to know. Like by you being the GM for so long, and by you wanting to invest and indulge so much time with Carolina, how are you guys feeling, especially when you have these down seasons like y'all are going through right now?
It just is what it is, we have this core group of people, and they always stay, and it's just how it is. Some people come and go, but there's a lot of us. There's a lot of people that come back, and then they go on to bigger and better things, or maybe not so much better, I guess, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just that's just how it works. Stay there, and you live and you die by Carolina, I guess.
Right. So exactly. And I would say it's probably because of the camaraderie and everybody that's in there. You have a special group of people over there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, you got the jokes, you got all that stuff too. But I feel like it is, when you say a family, that's exactly what you have there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got some people in the chat. What's going on, Maddie? My friend Maddie, good to see you, baby. Horizon Downfall, not gonna lie, that looks good. Hey, man, it was good. I'm telling you, here, take a sip, just a little sip, man. Goose, you watching? You're supposed to be here, man. What? You're supposed to be in the. What is happening, man? You're supposed to be right here with us.
What the fuck, Goose?
I made this drink for y'all too. What's going on? Gonna have to show you. Okay, so Goose is saying he's gonna have to show me how to float liquor on top at the next convention. All right. So what's going on, Brian?
You just take the fucking spoon, you drizzle it real slow on top, and then you pull the spoon up as you drizzle.
Oh, well, I didn't pour a spoon up. That's probably what it was. Because I was like, you saw me pour it slow. I can't pour it no slow unless I'm in slow-mo.
No, you got to pull that spoon up at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I ain't doing that. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't put the message in the back or something? What's wrong with you?
I'm not that smart.
I love you still. Well, I knew that when you had that damn shirt on. That's the only bad decision that you made tonight is that shirt. Other than that, I love you.
Girl. Ooh, don't play with me. You know it's good.
But you know what? You know what though? To be honest, I took off Thursday because we had the draft going on. I was like, probably nobody's gonna watch because they're watching the draft, right? I ain't even watch the draft. Like, I'm just not.
No, I didn't either.
I don't know. It seems like ever since I found the SFL, I'm just not interested in NFL anymore. I used to be a diehard fan. I mean, I still am, but I don't watch it religiously like I used to every Sunday.
Is that because your team sucks?
Shut up. No, because the SFL is that
that's
good.
why.
No.
That's because your team fucking sucks.
Take that
The
damn
Bears.
burn it. See, you pissing everybody off in the chat. That dang green. Check my DMs. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh shit.
Actually, Goose, I had to close my Discord because I can't have this and that running at the same time. So if you can join and let me know what's going on with you in the private chat, just do that, and we can take it from there. But Skippy, so
yes,
you came to me and you wanted to come on the show for a particular reason.
I did.
That was eating away at you.
I'm still pissed about it.
No Goose tonight. I'll stay the whole time then. Damn, bro.
I'm still pissed about it.
Okay.
Listen. I get
okay.
I understand. Okay. I get it that there's like an algorithm or whatever. There's fucking calculations to have. There's like it's a whole economy thing and it's all numbers and facts and figures. I don't give a fuck about the numbers and the facts and the figures. We are this close. We are 1 million off from having 69 million as our cap. This is the only chance we're ever going to get. So please, I am begging you, people. I have a petition for the commissioner. Please go sign my petition. I was informed that if we get 69 signatures, then we can have a 69 million cap for next season. It is currently at 68 million, and he won't change it until we get 69 signatures. I currently have 28. I sent you the link, Ash. I don't know what you want to do with that. Now that I'm not a GM anymore, I don't have as many like permissions.
The link is actually already available in the description of the video.
There you go. Please click it. Go sign your name, please.
Click.
Please. We don't need that many more people.
Now, do you have to actually pledge money for it?
No.
Do you have to pledge money for it? Okay.
No.
Okay. So
definitely not.
Now, with the stigma that the whole 69 thing represents, do you think that once you have received those names, do you really think that Kim is going to accept that petition?
If we get 69 signatures, yes, ma'am. Okay. Or I'm going to revolt.
I mean, and technically, that's a little bit more money in the pockets for everybody.
It's a win-win. Like we get a 69 million cap, but at the same time, everybody else gets just a little bit more leeway. Just 1 milli. That's all it takes. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all heard it here. Go into the description, sign your name. Skippy.
I'm asking you nicely, please. Don't make me like spit in your food or some shit. I'm asking you nicely.
Now you might be losing people. Now you might be. But I mean, it is it's an interesting concept, and I kind of figured when it was set at 68, it was probably going to be an issue. And I was right. I knew that, and it was happened to be you. It just happened to be you that decided
I
that you wanted
saw
to start.
that and I got so pissed. No, we can't be this close and be this far. No.
So what do you say to those people who feel like the cap is already too high, especially being a GM? Well, with your former experience of being a GM, what would you say to those people that say that the cap is already too high? Like we could actually do more with less.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. I mean, it's an interesting concept because
I'm willing to sit and hear your opinion, sure, but this is my stance. Like I put out a whole petition for a reason. That doesn't mean my opinion is correct over somebody else's. This is just where I'm standing.
I'm gonna tell you this: every penny matters. Every penny. Cam is in the building. Malware. What? Hey, malware. I guess the whole malware, honey. So, Cam, you heard her, right? So if she gets to 69 names, we can raise the cap to 69 million, right? Tell Skippy I need more wolves. More wolves. Facts in my DMs. Oh, okay.
I feel you, Ryan. I feel you. I've been looking for something new.
I'm waiting for Cam to say something about that. Come on, Cam.
Type faster.
69 million, man. Hey, I'll tell you what, we could definitely use it because you trying to feed everybody. That is a lot. That's a lot of mouths to feed,
It's just one little milli.
So did y'all find issues? And then I know you kind of limited on time and things like that. Are you?
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay. So were you responsible? Like when you were a GM, what was your actual responsibilities? Were you over the cap, or were you over like getting people to come to the league? I mean, coming to the team. What was it?
I was about getting people to come to the team. I am not good with numbers. Dyslexia is a bitch. So I am not good with numbers. So we had all of our other facts and figures people working on that.
All you need is Washington to get their whole team to sign if they got like 45 players. That's true.
Listen. I'll tell you anything for signature.
It doesn't feel the same anymore. What doesn't feel the same anymore? The league? Hey, Grower. And who are you, by the way? Thank you for joining. I think the times are different. A lot of people found the league when it was COVID, when people were stuck in the house and you had nothing to do. All you had to do was be entertained, and people were more into it. But seemingly, it does seem like more people are finding they don't have the time for the league. They don't have the time to do things that they normally would do,
How?
The link is malware. No. So that link, Cam, that I sent in the chat, that is for you to join the show directly, dear. So if you wanted to come in and be backstage, that is where that's from. That's why I see Goose back here. He needed the link. Oh, Lord. I love him. Are you not entertained? But so Skippy, what is some advice that you wanted to give to people that are interested in being a GM? Because there are a lot of people that probably want to, but they just don't know the ins and outs of it. They may not feel comfortable with asking somebody, but if they had maybe something to look at to tell them what they can expect.
So it's a lot of talking to people. a lot of talking to people and reaching out and putting yourself and putting your team, like you are a representative of your team. So it's about bravery, put yourself out there, and it's about um knowing what your team has to offer. So if you want to get into it, try it, right? There's no harm in trying it.
No, no, because at
And
least
if
you
it doesn't
know
work out,
whether or
if it
not.
doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. I was a GM and now I'm not a GM. So like I still haven't gone anywhere. You'll be all right.
Mhm. Yeah, but you did it for like 4 or 5 seasons. I mean, like for 4 seasons or so. So like you knew what you were getting into, and you loved it. You that
I
was
didn't
something that
I
fit you.
didn't know what I was getting into. I
Really.
learned I learned on the go, and that was a lot of fun.
Mm. Actually, thinking about some of our past conversations, yeah, some of it was a bit of a surprise for you. But hey, you roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? You got that done, and you got a lot of people to come over to your squad, and they stayed. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, that's kudos to you in your book.
Did
Ryan says Anchorage players signing the petition now for you, Skippy. Oh, see,
yeah.
there you
Yeah.
go. Dope, man, dope. So hey, let's see where it ends, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring Goose up now. And if you want to come back on, just let me know. But because I believe he was one of the ones that had the heat. Wait a minute. Oh, the petition link will give you a computer virus. Oh, I see what he's doing. I see. Okay. That was slick. That's slick.
I want to say some shit right now, but I don't want to be disrespectful.
Look, and then
You
it's live. I
stupid.
can't I
You
can't edit it out.
stupid.
I can't. Yeah. So Cam is
No, it
trying
won't.
to Cam is trying to throw a wrench in that getting that 69 million. So we're gonna see if the malware is actually gonna take over your computer, or if you can actually sign
Nuh-uh.
your name.
It won't.
When I went on the site, it looked fine to me. That's all I'm gonna say. And I just went on the site not so long ago. So hey,
Last I checked, I got 28 other people that are just fine too. So he can chill.
Ryan says she never asked me. You never asked him to come to Carolina.
Huh?
You never asked Ryan Davis to come to Carolina.
I think by the time that I heard where Ryan was going, he had already had his shit figured out. More power to you, brother. Go on. Go make your bread.
So it was a moot point.
From the side. Yeah.
Yeah. An effort, a fertility, if you will. I get you.
Yeah.
All right, baby. So what I'm gonna do is, if you want to stick around, you can. I can bring you up a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go ahead and bring Goosebusters up because I know he was kind of on. I think he was kind of on a time crunch. So I'm gonna see you in a bit, baby.
On a time crunch, bro,
Yeah.
couldn't even be here on time. Okay.
As she going out the door, you couldn't be here on time, Goose.
I did not have a link. Let's start there.
Okay, you didn't check your DMs, did you?
I did. When you close this app, check yours.
Okay.
Okay. Not my fault.
Welcome in. And
All I
Skippy,
gotta say is accountability.
Oh,
Right.
actually, while I have both of you here.
Oh shit.
Now, Skippy, this was the part that I kind of wanted to have you in on, because Goose and us talking off camera, he says that 69 million may be a little bit too much money. We might could do more with less, right, Goose?
right?
Go on.
Well, think about it. There's been several competitive teams that have done with bottom half of the cap.
Mm-hmm. And
Why keep going up? We're at a step. Well, our recruitment has slowed. So why are we increasing the cap for other teams to be able to work talent?
because it's a joke.
I know it's a joke, but I'm saying though, it's like
Because it's fun.
I'm adamant of
Where's your
we should lower it.
joy?
We should lower it. Gives you another chance to get to that 69 magic number.
Or we could just raise it by one little milli, which is not going to affect a whole hell of a lot. And we
So
can
we're
already
down at
have
63.
our 69 million.
All right. Hey, Grower is actually Chris Vasquez, outside linebacker with the San Jose Flight. What's going on, baby? Good to see you, Sugar. Thank you for being here. And he was referring to the NFL as far as just not being what it used to be. Hey, to me, it seemed like it was a whole lot of showboating and a whole lot of painting the storyline versus actually painting, playing ball. I don't know. Like I said, it does feel different. Maybe that's why I'm not as invested as I am with the SFL anymore. But all right, boo. Skippy, I'm gonna put you in the back, sweetheart. If you want to hang around, just
Thank you for having me.
my private chat. Thank you, baby, for being here. Appreciate you. Good luck with your petition.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The goose is loose. What's going on, man?
How are we doing today?
Doing pretty good. Feeling pretty good after this spice rum I just had, too.
It tends to hit you pretty quickly.
It does. It does. So I don't need anything else this evening. I think I'll be just fine with my drink. I'll be fantastic. So, Goose, man, you have been in the league for how many seasons now?
Technically, I've been part of the league for, what is it, 26? Or are we 25 still? We're 20.
This season 26.
All right. Since season 24, I've been part of the league.
Okay. So in 4 seasons.
I just missed the trip down to Houston when I joined.
Right. So 4 seasons under your belt. You started off, as a rookie, of course, as everyone does, and then you graduated to the majors. So what do you feel? And I've been asking everybody this lately, especially if you've been a part of the SFLM. What do you feel was a better year for you? Was it your rookie year in the SFLM? Or is it being a part of the majors now? Like what?
To me, they're both different. Like I won't say one's better than the other. They're both an individual feeling, I guess. Because when you're in the minors last season, or let's say my first season, because I ended up doing 2 down there, there was a lot of people. So you were kind of competing, not necessarily competing, but you had a full team that you were trying to mesh with coming in on a minor league team. And it kind of goes the same way with when you go pro, is now you're meshing with a whole new locker room as well. So it's different experiences, in my opinion. They're both equally the same.
So what made you sign on as the GM for the Miami Stingrays?
Hope. That's what it was, is to be able to come in, have a vision, and be able to hopefully complete the vision.
Okay, so what's going on? What from your perspective? I mean, I'm not sure if you're working with the books. I'm not sure if you're into the coaching aspect of everything.
Philosophy is the best way to put it. There's a difference in there somewhere. I'm not one to point any fingers or throw anyone under the bus, but there seems to be a difference in philosophy. And that's kind of why I'm on my way out.
Okay. So when you say there's a difference in philosophy, is that meaning from owner to coach, like in that regard, or?
No comment.
Okay.
Again, I'm not here to throw anyone under the bus or point fingers or anything. But there is a reason we have lost as many games as we have.
Okay.
Could I be more helpful in the books? Sure. But it all kind of comes down to everyone kind of working collectively for that to happen.
Are you working with the books in San Diego, the ACES?
Not necessarily. I'm more of a let's say what's that word I'm looking for? Consultant, I guess is a good way to put it.
Okay.
Because so I did the books last year. Me and Dante did the books together last year. So we kind of have an idea of what our team's capable of with certain books. And when we see an opponent, we're like, okay, we've had success with these books. Is this something we feel comfortable going back to? Because in my opinion, I think they could.
Okay. Switching gears a little bit. You are co-owner as well as GM for the San Diego Aces, which is one of our SFLM teams. So how would you rate their season in a nutshell, and why did you decide to take on the task of being the owner of all things, as well as GM?
So let's start with the top, I guess. So the season before, I guess, after season 10, we were announced that expansion was a possibility. And I've always find it fun to be able to go out, put your own spin on things, put your blueprint basically on the league. Hold on.
You have a working motorcycle. But I will let you know in like the next 2,000 miles.
Okay. To be able to put a blueprint on things. And so I kind of reached out, or I guess ADS reached out to me, and we were like, let's do this. Because we had both been a part of the Chicago season 19 of the minors. And so we kind of had a familiarity together. And he's more of a pay the bills kind of guy, and I'm the make shit work kind of guy.
Okay.
That's the reason I ended up being the GM of it, is because someone had to do it, I guess is a good way to put it. And I was able to have my contacts and be able to get the people I needed to be able to get the team going. I was heavy in recruiting Dantes when we learned that Boston was folding. And then I was able to get a Day and Craven on board that initial season. So it was a lot of fun that first season. And then kind of being a GM is, like I said, just kind of someone had to do it. And I always being able to like having my, I don't want to say I micromanage, because I try not to. But be able to know the team is functioning with the vision that you have.
Okay. So what would you say your philosophy is? I know that you spoke a little bit about philosophy, being important. What would you say that the philosophy is over, I know from a Monte's standpoint, but I'm curious to know, what about you?
To be able to utilize everyone to their fullest potential. I don't want to lean one way or the other. If it's, let's say offensively, right? I'm not a run first or pass first kind of philosophy guy. I want to have the team function with whatever the defense is going to give us. Because if you lean one way or the other, the opposing team's going to be able to come at you and know what way you're coming. It's being able to have an open philosophy of, hey, as a team, we're all united. It's awesome to be able to see everyone come out on game day. I don't think there's been a game that 90% of the team has. You always got one or two, either at work, whatever, but most of the time, game day, everyone shows up.
Indeed. That's important. So you express your feelings about the SFLM not receiving as much coverage as the majors. And, a few people, right. So I'm curious to know from your perspective exactly what you mean by that, because a lot of times text
it
has
comes
no
off wrong,
context,
right? Yeah, it has no context. There was a lot of times like, oh man, let me make sure I word this properly. It's not necessarily it doesn't get enough coverage. It's just kind of support. If you're able to support I'll say a Bossier City game, right, on your free time. Come in on it. We have 2 games. We have 2 games. Well, 2 days a week that we have games. Come in for 30 minutes. Pop in. Listen to it on your podcast, wise. Get that viewership up. Learn these people. Because these people will be next season. How do you think some of these minors feel if no one's getting to know them now? It's going to come down to draft time, and there's going to be people that I know. I have a tendency to put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's not everyone does, though. You have some of these minor league guys that are kind of reserved, and they're not going to be able to put themselves out. So I believe, as a GM myself, reach out to these guys, learn who they are, because they're going to probably feel a need that you have on a team. I didn't try to come off as maybe brash as I get. There's some other things that people are passionate about certain things, and as a minor owner myself, that's something I have to be. I have to be passionate about the minor leagues. We do have bumps and bruises along the way, but it's something that I'll stand on his power, bring my guys. I will get these guys coverage somehow. I'm not able to do it, but people will learn their name. It's common courtesy, I think, in my opinion.
Okay, because I will say that was a bit off-putting, the way it was worded. And again, That's why I wanted you to come on to be able to clarify exactly what you meant by that. And now, there is some clarity and some context to everything.
I think I was getting off of a 15-hour day that day too, so I
think you mentioned that like the next day. And a lot of times, like you said, you're emotionally invested in it. You want people, you are training the future of the SFL, right? And so you want people to see, they want people to see the good jobs that they're doing. Like you have Eden Lovelace, the lefty lady over there doing her thing, and it's a lot of people down there that, deserve the shine and deserve the credit. Now, I will say that I think it's vital, and I do understand the delicacy of being on a show, right? Some people are just not cut out to have a camera in front of their face. They feel nervous. They get all of this and all that. But I think
I was debating myself. I was like, camera or no camera?
Hey, I appreciate the camera. You know what I mean? It's not easy to do this. It's not easy to come on every week, provide a show, hoping that people will watch your content, let alone people you're trying to comfort the guests and make sure they know, like, hey, this is not a gotcha thing. I'm not trying to make you say something that you're going to regret later or make you look stupid or anything like that. That's not what this show is about, and I don't think it's what any of our shows are about, you know. But I think that our rookie class members, and some have, you know, but I think they need to kind of step out of their shell, even come into the general chat. I know it seems scary. I know it can be scary, you know, but I think making yourself known and putting yourself out there, despite what you feel that people may perceive you as, that people will welcome you with open arms, especially if you and you being yourself. So I encourage all the rookies to come on my show, go on Eddie's show, or even get with someone that can write an article, because we used to have interviewed style articles that we would put out every week that for people that did not want to be on screen or couldn't be on screen because of their job or whatnot. They were able to still get their point across, and you get a chance to know them. I think that it has to be a two-way street on that. Like we got the space, you know.
Yeah, that's something that I think I want to say ADS could have been done. I don't want to put them on credit.
DJ
last Thanksgiving we did a server kind of on what are we thankful for. You know, we did a server wide, and you know my thing was I'm thankful for the community here. Because we're so, you know, the friends and the connections we make along the way, no matter if you're here a week, 10 years at this point, you've made a friend. And that just said so much about this league.
I mean, honestly, that's why people leave. When people leave, 9 times out of 10, they may come back just for the community. They may not even create a player like Christian Christensen. Been in the league like freaking forever. Even when we had Twitch points, we were doing Twitch bits, all of that. He was front and center, you know, and he hasn't had a player in the league for a very, very long time, but he still remains there. Why? Just like Skippy was saying, it's the community, it's the people that you just get to know on a sometimes daily basis, depending on how your locker room vibes together. Speaking of which, was there a difference in the locker room versus you being from you being a rookie versus you being in the majors? Or is it pretty much the same kind of atmosphere?
Oh man. So I was kind of blessed, I think. I had my first rookie season was kind of a blur. Because I was still kind of learning the league. Mm-hmm. I wasn't as invested per se, and then I got into owning a minor league team the following season. So it's kind of like a little different. I would say that my rookie season and the majors are a little different because of the interactions we have. That is one thing that we may not do well, but we try, is to keep our locker room active. It does get hard when you only have 6 players in the minor league. But, you know, every day someone's hopping in, trying to say something, say hi, you know, what's up, guys? Game. I don't, and a lot of it, and I do tend to take some credit for lack, I guess is good for the major. Because locker room is not necessarily what it be. And some of that's on me. At the same time, can't do it alone.
Is having an active locker room the end all be all, in your opinion?
I don't think it's end all be all. It helps because it definitely helps retention, especially if you're in the pros, right? If you're in the minors, there's not a lot you can do about retention because every season people come and go.
Right.
But in the majors, yeah, it helps tenfold because people know that you're invested. you're there. You know, and again, it comes down to the Miami locker room, right? Because that's the only one I have right now to be a part of. Is, you know, there's going to be some turnover this year because I think the locker room wasn't what it needed to be. Because during those losing games, there need to be more voices in that locker room. You know, we do have captains. Occasionally I see them, occasionally I don't.
Well, thank you for the honesty. You know, thank you for the transparency because I know everybody is not the same. Every locker room is different. You know, what gets me sometimes is that some people will say, "Hey, I want an active locker room. I want to be in there, and I want it to be jumping all the time," but then they don't say anything. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, are you there for the entertainment factor? Do you want to just be entertained? And this is why you want an active locker room and you don't feel the need to join in and in that. It's just really interesting. And for those that do not have an active locker room, these are the teams that suffer the most. Because of the camaraderie is just not there. You know, you don't have anybody to talk to, even though you got a team full of players. No one is talking in there because I've heard that about a few teams. You know, I'm not going to name names. You know,
yeah, but could I do more on my part? Sure, and I'll take credit for that. Like, you know, that's on me. But at the same time, we have 28, 29 active people technically, right? I need more. I need to hear more voices. I need to make sure we're all on the same page. Because I hate to throw people under the bus, but this is no information, I guess. There's a lot of misprogressions in Miami going on right now, and I'm at this point like, if you're not checking and you're missing progressions, are you even here?
Yeah.
So, because I mean, anyone can go to the portal and see how many progressions we ever missed.
Yes.
Some people, very few, and I appreciate those people who put the work into it. And others, boy, you know. So it's just, you know, it came to a point, and I realized this season that I want to work with people who, oh boy, are invested.
Okay.
I guess. That's not just here to be here. Because that to me, that's the whole point of the game. If you're not invested in, you know, at least come, you know, once a weekend and push a button, what are you paying us up for?
That's it.
Right. That's it. And a lot of times, I've kind of slapped on my duties last couple of weeks, but I have the progressions listed out. Like, you don't even got to think about it unless you have concerns. Like, if you have questions, my DMs are always open. Ask them. Otherwise, and you don't have it's private. You can do it in my DM. You know, and there's been a couple times that people's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yes," and this is why. A lot of times it's budget. A lot of times it's, well, you invested in the wrong thing too soon. Let's move that something around. But yeah, I thought it was going to be different when I signed on.
So, what are you looking for? Now, you did touch on that a little bit when, you know, people that you know that wants to be there. But in your next team that you're searching for, what are some important things that you will be looking for during that interview process?
So, the interview process is over.
Okay.
Something that caught my attention was kind of my thing with investment is, do I see a team actively trying? Even if they are losing. Like could I choose a winner to go to? Yeah. I've had a couple of teams that reach out and say, are outbound, are interested, but I made a commitment and that may not be in the cards for me. So I looked for a team that looked invested, that are on the same philosophical page as I am. If I go in and bring a buddy with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that I don't have to lie to the guy and say, hey, this is what the goal is, but then the goal is not that.
Got it. His interview processes is ADS going there too? Yes? Okay, I'll come.
That could be true. That could be not be true. You never know.
Oh, look at Ryan over here starting stuff.
I tend to talk to more people more quickly.
I figured that once you had made that announcement that you were going to be sought after because you are so active in the league and you have that connection to the SFLM,
You think, right? And I'm kind of butthurt about it, but I get it. I have to rebuild my reputation this season. My DM, I've had 2 teams since my announcement reach out. Yeah. So it is what it is. Like I said, my destination is already established, so it's not that big a deal.
Okay.
But I'm like, I kind of hurt. But again, this is also late in the season.
True.
As working, in the front office with Miami, our rosters were built mid-season last season. So if anything pops up at this point, it's going to be a retiree last notice or free agents forgetting to say he was leaving. So
I never could understand how the hell do you forget to say that you're leaving?
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of get it, okay, because I recruit quite heavily. There are sometimes people are on the fence, and they're on the fence for a while until someone says, "All right, you twisted my arm," kind of metaphorically. I'm going with you, and then that's when they'll tell the team. But it's never a no until it's a no. And week 15 rolls around and it's finally a yes. Sorry, guy.
Ryan says, our teams just want another tight end. I mean,
that's true. I try to take yours.
It's my only thing about that whole thing. Like, we have one season contract. Right. We have one season contracts for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I think the team and the players, if they know that they want to part ways with each other, I think it's vital that everyone is on the same page and everyone knows that information as soon as possible.
Oh, absolutely.
So in Arizona, if you say, hey, I'm thinking about testing free agency, that tells me, oh, okay, I might need to go find a replacement. See, you didn't say, hey, I'm definitely leaving. But what I am going to do, because if you have ever been on a free agent frenzy, and if you ever lost 2 wide receivers at that same day, and they just said, "Hey, we got stuff we gotta do," and you got to replace them on the fly like that, you make sure you don't never put yourself in that position ever again.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'll tell you right now. I am, like I said, I'm a heavy recruiter. I get my name out there. I get to know everybody.
Yeah.
Um, there are people who didn't think they were looking for free agency until I talked to them.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's going to be times of like, mid-season, like, hey, I realized I got a hold of my, let's say, offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a cool little receiver in Arizona. Let me reach out. You never know.
That's true.
And then week 15 rolls around. Oh, I got him. All right. Now you get to know you're a free agent.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I know.
Oh, I know. No. But that's there's a lot of them I've gotten this so far that I've ended up convincing, I guess is a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
To realize that they were going to test either the utility wasn't there, they weren't necessarily being utilized what they thought they could be. Either a move up the depth chart possibly, or just hey, I know the culture that you bring to that locker room. Grow your connections and bring that culture. Because sometimes bringing that one person from one locker room to another changes the whole dynamic.
Indeed. And it does help to know who you're getting, you know what I mean? Like having those conversations is very important. Because my only thing about the whole thing, I don't mind you leaving. I don't mind you going and say that you're going. Let me know ahead of time so that I can prepare my team for the future. Because
when's ahead of time though?
Unless it's a situation to where, hey, there was a health scare, it was something like that related. For you to wait till the last minute or just tell me you forgot to tell me you were sick, boy, that's a great way to get Ashley angry. You know what I mean?
A lot of times it's not forgetting. Like I said, I've dealt with quite a few.
Yeah.
This offseason or this season so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's the undecisiveness. I don't want to leave. I'm like, are you sure? Yeah, I don't want to leave. Are you really that sure? And then it becomes all right, you got me, I'm leaving. Yeah, and it tends to be later in the season because you kind of got to keep working those connections.
Yeah, but then there is a fine line with that too. With the are you sure? Because then they'll be like, oh no, you're harassing me.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a way to not necessarily harass. There's communication. There's the word I'm looking for. Familiarity.
And they win 3 games. Poor guy got trapped. Damn.
Right? Hey, we got 2 games. What are you talking about?
6. Damn, he was trying to get you one, man. He was trying to get.
I mean, Chicago's on board, so like we'll see.
Hey, I can't wait to see where you go. I can't wait to see who's going to inherit.
It's gonna be. How to say this? Electric. It's gonna be electric. Yeah, because I've seen the potential list of candidates that's coming on board as well. And
okay, just make sure we don't.
Okay, no names. No. I'm just saying, like, the potential's there for it to be league-wide changing.
Okay.
So again, it's all about potential because again, I will forever be in debt for Jacob for the opportunity. I appreciate everything that they've done as an organization. But we've seen what happens when we put a bunch of great people together with a poor game plan.
Okay.
So as long as the game plan holds and we can make these people work like it should, I do think there's big things to come.
Okay. Well, I think I have an idea about where you're going already.
Oh man, you gotta DM me. I'll tell you if you're wrong.
Okay. I'm definitely not gonna say it out loud because come on, man.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, you can tell. I still say no.
I told Ethan where I thought that he should go, because he is a free agent himself at quarterback. Flowers.
So, yeah, I know. I keep an eye on all the quarterbacks. I think he's making a mistake.
Really?
Yes. The landscape's not there. It's opportunity versus employment, I guess. You are on a potential 10-win team this season because they still got one more game. You have a solid game plan. Where are you going to go? You get the same foundation. That has a quarterback opening spot.
Unless you go someone that's already established in the league.
That's looking for a quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good luck. Well, there's a few, but like, I just don't. Again, like, everyone has their own path, but at the same time, like,
it's a gamble.
Yeah, it is a gamble. It's a large gamble. And I don't think it's what I would think.
How do you know it was his choice to leave? He told me on the show last week.
Yeah, he said it was his choice. Mm-hmm. Silly goose.
Okay, as a quarterback, the only way, first of all, I have a lifetime contract according to Eddie. I'm not going nowhere. But if that was the case, if I was going to leave Arizona, I would already know where I'm going. There is no way in Southwest hell that I would file for free agency and not
know where you're going. Yeah, no way.
I wouldn't do it.
No, not at all. But it comes down to like which team has that opening.
You got Carolina that has that opening. Yeah.
Do you go from a potential championship caliber team, and again, nothing against Carolina, they actually tried to recruit me last season, to a 2-10 team?
Hey, maybe there's the only way you would do that if there's some extra incentive in there for you, perhaps.
Right. That could be a thing. Yeah, that could be a thing.
Because you're essentially building something from the ground up. When I left Tulsa to come to a brand new team with the Scorpions, I had no idea how it was going to work out. We went 4-8 that first season. Yep. They was looking at us. I felt like Dion from Tulsa at the time was looking at me like, "Why the heck would you do that? Why would you leave us and go over there?" Well,
it's a foundation.
We're still here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That plays a big part.
Right. So all I'm saying is I hope that he knows where he's going. And the tricky part is if you don't find a place to go, will your team take you back?
Right.
Because I know for a fact over in Houston, if you say you leaving, you gone.
You out. Yeah, you out.
There is no, Demond told me straight up, there is no coming back. There is no, I'm just kidding. Nah, that's it. You know.
Be like that NBA guy, college prospect. I didn't get drafted. Can I come back?
I heard they were going to draft CJ.
Oh, there you go. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but okay. Oh man.
It's just about who would have the real estate. I know OKC and I know Carolina. I don't know if any other team is going to be losing their quarterback except Detroit if Ethan actually decides to actually leave. then Detroit is going to need a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know,
he go back to Detroit.
I would think.
I will say that, and again, I have much respect to J-Dub and the whole Detroit crew. Hinson's, I will always be Hinson's backup. I think they hurt him with his play calling.
Mm-hmm.
He leads the league in interceptions, unless you do. I'm not sure now.
I used to. Hey, it happens. It happens.
But again, you can't argue with the outcome. You know, they are 10-2, or 9. So it's one of those things. Like, whatever team that he goes to, can they minimize his turnovers? Is he gonna be a $3 million quarterback? Question mark. That's gonna throw 30 interceptions. Is he willing to fix that? Is it his build or is it his play calling? Even nothing against you. I don't know you too much, but question marks.
No, it's right, but it is something to think about, because you do have to essentially think about how the game works in some of those instances. Mm-hmm. I really haven't put my finger on it, because it's like in 2K8, it's easy to I think it was easier to kind of put your finger on what the problem would be, like especially with the interception touchdown ratio. But with this game is a little bit different. And if you are a throwing quarterback, that's it. You gonna get the interceptions all day long, and twice on Sunday.
Can you minimize the problem?
That's it. Who is that going to be able to help him minimize it?
Right.
And it's just going to be interesting to see exactly where he lands. You know?
I agree. This free agency is going to be wild.
It is.
I'm excited because this is my first invested free agency.
Yes.
I'm already in the league. So it's going to be different. But I think there's going to be some QB movement. I'm excited for all my San Diego aces that will be coming up to see where they land. I'm already trying to push them out the door, kind of, sort of, metaphorically. You know, go meet some people, go say hi. Mm-hmm. Loveless, I think, we have been a run-heavy team due to our weapons. But I think she's sitting at 6 interceptions in 6 games.
Okay.
So and she's a lefty, so they kind of are. As lefties are, I like to work with a righty just to see the difference.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of things that the plays just don't work for one or the other.
Because I was thinking that could be kind of like an interesting caveat, because, for instance, Jack Wigmore, he was the Baltimore Vultures quarterback, lefty. They won 5, 6 championships or something like that. So I wonder if it's a translation thing from the SFLM over to the majors, and maybe she would be more effective as a major. But now this is my last question.
Because I have not been in the league very long. Okay. How many of those vultures were ATF?
Yes.
What? I think most of them were ATF, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, how does the game translate for a lefty from ATF to 2K4?
Not only that, how does all of our attributes translate over?
Yeah.
Because there are some things that you have an abundance of that you may just not need because the game doesn't necessarily require, like leadership. I was told that leadership is actually something that you don't necessarily have to have high stats on. Your entire team does not have to have high stats on leadership in order to be effective. But
I think it depends on your position.
Right. So if you have key people that have those positions that have the leadership, ideally the way it should work is that everybody around them will get better. So if your quarterback has it, that means everybody around her or him should be better. So that means not everybody has to spend all of their money on that, you know.
I would do a center, a quarterback, a defensive tackle, and one of your linebackers. That's your leadership, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else,
spend it on something else because we don't have no money. I don't know if you looked at mine. I don't have no money. That's why I'm saving.
Well, I tend to find money.
Oh, sure.
There's well, like I said, I tend to take a deep dive in progressions.
Yeah.
And I see that, okay, let's say we'll take composure, for instance. Your composure's max at 85. Well, you don't really need it max at 85. Let's knock it down to 82. You're going to get the same play style. But you just made yourself 300K. So let's take that 300K and put a consistency where that actually matters, because you probably did composure more than you did consistency for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about juggling rob Peter to pay Paul until you hit a incentive.
Indeed, baby. My last question for you tonight is SFLM related, and I wanted to know, in your opinion, that this could be for the San Diego Aces, but it can actually encompass the entire SFLM league, right? Who are some players that we definitely should be looking out for the draft this season, in your opinion?
Oh man, Carlos Carter from Philadelphia.
Okay.
You think? I'm going to say all my aces get. I mean, sorry. I got to. Let's see. I'm trying to think of all the players.
Say Joe Duncan.
You know what? I would say Joe Duncan, but he has left the server. He is no longer a member of the community, unfortunately.
Damn, did he say anything? Did he let anybody know he was leaving?
Yeah, he did. There was some miscommunication on how the new progression system works in the minors. So they don't come out broken and mess up the economy of the pros, as well as the economy of the minors. Because the economy of the minors, I'll tell you, last season was stupid. And I took advantage of it, and I'm thankful I did. But there was a lot of, hey, I need money so I could buy something. But like, if Joe was around, yeah, absolutely. I mean, currently, I think he still leads the league in rushing. But let's say Eden, I think she's going to do wonders. Let's see, we got Johnny Reno in Philly. I think he's gotten something working. I think he's working on something special down there. I'm looking for a matchup this week. And I'm trying to think of all the other guys elsewhere. They're not really on my radar, so I don't really know them.
John Osmosis?
He's a pro.
He said, how about the best halfback in the whole damn league?
No one cares about him. All right? It's over.
Rookies.
He came and did what he did, all right? You guys lost against who?
Oh no, don't do that. Don't start that, Lord.
Come on.
No, you don't want.
I think 86 yards. 86 yards. That's what he got that last game. I mean, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong, but like, you lost. Hey, I'll take my lumps where I can take them. As long as you can do it too, we're square.
It was a murder scene when we got the chance to go against Miami. It was ugly.
So that was I agree. But it was also week one. And we all know how week one tends to go. It is either a competitive game because everyone kind of chose a decent matchup, or one guy just didn't, and you get blown out.
Hey.
That's how week one goes.
Shit. That's true. You don't know what to prepare for week one, though. That's serious.
Right.
That's true because you don't have.
And
you could. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, and if you look at Queen City's history, nothing prepared us for that run game.
Mm. He said, excuses. Lord have mercy. Damn right.
Hey, no, I don't have excuses. I'm just saying, like, it's same shit, different day.
Would have been the same any game y'all won 2 games. Lord have mercy.
Hey, it could be 3, okay? All right, we got Chicago on deck.
I actually.
I'm curious on what your pick's gonna be. Actually.
Oh, let me see. Let me show you. Well, I already picked, so that
Oh,
was already.
Okay. All right. We got that. We got that already set up.
You mean picks for week 15?
Yeah, week 15. Oh, so you do got Chicago against Miami. Oh, all right. Well, let's see how it is.
So no, this was week 14. So this is the week that we just had. That the Friday and Saturday game.
Next week.
I didn't do my week 15 picks yet because I'm thinking about having you on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those because I want to see where you pick. See if Miami can pull out one last win.
Who y'all playing against?
Chicago. Right? You want to know my opinion on this game? This is an unbiased. It's whoever can run the ball more
effectively. Okay.
Effectively, because as you've seen what Chicago did against Washington last week, what they did, they ran it effectively.
Chicago by 50. Lord have mercy.
I mean, they got beat someone by 50 again this season, right?
I mean, but the thing is, y'all won in situations where, like, I didn't think you guys would win. Like Detroit.
Oh, yeah. You know what happened?
What?
We ran it effectively.
There you go.
Okay. So hear me out. Yeah. All right. I'm trying not to throw anyone on the bus, but sometimes it just happens. That is the only game of the whole season we have ran more than we passed.
Okay.
What happened? We won.
Got it.
Not saying it's a end all be all, but like
it's what works. See, every team has what works best for them, and you have to have that book that works best for your team build. Period. You can't just recognize, oh, well, Detroit is using, I don't know, Jaguars or whatever, and so they're so dominant with that. Now we're going to use that. No.
Oh, yeah. A lot of it is. It also, there's that book every coach has, right? And I think Houston comes out and just says it's the St. Louis for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're joking, but they always say like, hey, we don't touch the Rams. We touch the Rams book, and that's what we stick to. But you also got to know how to balance that book. Mm-hmm. If you stick with a heavy pass with that book all the time, because that's your philosophy, teams are going to key up on it, and you're not going to be as effective as you otherwise. That's one thing that I've learned in the minors, working in the minors, is knowing how to work those tendencies to get what you want out of it. Is it always going to work? No. But like most of the time you can get fairly close to what you want. You know, you can't always prevent those turnovers or anything, but you can get the balance.
Mm-hmm. And that's important. That's what you need. And at the end of the day, If you can create a balanced team book that results in a balanced, play calling on game day, yeah, most teams that are successful are. So
I did a lot of work on a Colts book last season.
mhm.
I don't think we ever debuted it, but I did work on it. I made it from like 90% throws to 90% runs, 45% passes, 55% runs. Like I was able to tweak that book so often and so much that I could basically get what I wanted out of it.
Nice.
And it's knowing what formations do what. Because there are some formations in there that just change the philosophy of the book.
And I figured it was something like that. Some people may have their finger right on the cusp of being, getting over that hump and getting the things that they need, but they just don't know what to, they don't know how to utilize the formations or and things of that nature as properly. But you know what? I do wish you the best of luck in your new team, in your new adventure. I'm going to give you the last word of the evening. My children are looking at me with those eyes, so it's about time. But I want to know from you, what are your last words? That could be for the teams, that could be in general. What do you want the SFL community to know?
It's just a great community overall. I've been parts of different things throughout my life. This is the best community I've ever found. It's just a matter of getting to know people. And yes, even you, Ryan, we will be friends. I promise you.
All right. Well, Goose, this was a great conversation. I thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. Let me know what's going on with you and everything like that. Again, I can't wait to see where you land. And when you do land in that area, wherever you are, please, you can come back. You can talk about it. You can talk about how different the locker rooms are, comparatively to where you are. But, I'm glad you're having the experiences that you're having. So, you know what you want in the next team. You know what I'm saying? And I wish you the best in everything that you do. And if you need some help, if you need some advice about something, just hit me up. You always can.
Absolutely. I got you. Thank you.
You're very welcome, honey. And to you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. Skippy and Goose were fantastic. And I thank all of you for, just being out there and just chilling with us tonight. I'm going to try my best to have my show on Thursday, but I'm thinking it's going to be next Sunday as well, because if I remember correctly, DJ Kilgannon wanted to be on to talk about the SFLM a little bit, and I think he's only available on Sunday. So you might see me next Sunday. Either way, I'll let y'all know well in advance. But put your goodbyes in the chat, everybody. I would love to run them across screen as we leave. But for Skippy, for Goose, Striker, we are out. Looking forward to bringing you another great podcast next week, y'all. But until then, y'all stay safe and treat each other well. See y'all next time. Thanks, Goose.
Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Whiskey in the oil, spend it like they owe me. Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me, better come correct. Different lives that we lead. I'm in the Nike check in a bag of Louis V. Two on my bitch, eyes don't make no sense, pop up for a minute, eyes up on my whip, Benzes and BMs, eyes don't make no sense, man, fall back too close, you ain't even know me, trust my brothers from way back from the north, Misty in the oil, spend it like they owe me. Ain't no ain't no time unless it's leave. It's the top of the shelf. It's that stretch to get at me, and it's closer to the chest when your pocket's too deep. Who's on the map? wrist, lights don't make no sense, Pop up for a minute, eyes up on my whip, Benzes and BMs, lights don't make no sense, yeah, fall back too close, you ain't even know me, trust my brothers from way back from the north, it's the end of the order, spend it like they owe me.